Well, you gotta wait. Okay, now we're live.
Are we allowed to tell us our names? I can tell my name.
Okay.
What was my question again?
What is the question you want to ask Archangel Raguel?
I remember now. Why do dreams have to be so long?
Why do dreams have to be so long?
Okay. By no wanting time to answer that.
Okay.
Because you have to go to bed for a long time. But maybe that is not true. Maybe that's not true. We'll see about that one.
You mean how long you're asleep before you have dreams? Looks like somebody else joined. Hey Ezra. My son was just trying to ask that he tried to tell me some questions he wanted to ask the Archangel. So, okay, I've got your question. I will ask it. Why do dreams have to be so long?
But what we say hi. Hi. Can you really talk?
I've been good. How about you? He's chatting right here.
He's chatting with someone else.
His name is Ezra.
Ezra?
Yes.
Why is he speaking to us?
Because this is a live stream. Okay. Let me see if there's ways to. I'm still kind of new to using live stream, so I can see there's people in the chat, but I can't actually see who is here unless they're talking. So that's interesting. Okay. All right, Lucius, you have to go so I can start this, okay? Here we go, participants. He will answer your question later. Okay, thank you. You'll hear it later. I need to set the space.
You want to be part of the bedtime story?
Okay. Hi. Hey, Ariel. Greetings from California. Hi. I'm in Philly. So I'm gonna start by just setting the space, and then I'll call the angel in. Malku Fegebora Fegedula Iolam Amen. Your hair, my hand. Adonai. Before me, Raphael. Behind me, Gabriel. On my right hand, Michael. On my left hand, Uriel. For about me flames the pentagram, and in the column stands the six-rayed star. Ate. Maku. Bora, Fegedula, Iolam, Amen. Yes. I ask the Archangel Raguel, and only the Archangel Raguel, the Knight of Wind, to come work with me tonight. Welcome you to my space. Please answer the questions of everyone truthfully and correctly, with the intention of divine love and compassion. I again welcome the Archangel Raguel into this space tonight. As everybody comes in, you can just type your question in. It could be basically anything, though I would stay away from questions asking about time, as in like, when will something happen? Just because angels' concept of time is not the same as ours at all. So it might not be very helpful. It might be very, very vague, or it'll just be wrong. It's completely wrong. So usually more open-ended questions are more helpful for to actually get answers that you can use. What Archangel Raguel is known for is, I actually have some stuff written about him I can share. His name means friend of God. Archangel is cited in Enoch as one of the seven angels, and of him the prophet wrote, Raguel is one of the holy angels who punishes the celestial bodies who will trespass. The role of Raguel is clearly to watch over the hosts so that they make no error, but also to protect humans from false guides and masters. Raguel is also called the Archangel of Ice and the Knight of Wind. He is entrusted with your physical energy. He represents the encounter with God, vigilance against evil masters, and friendships with those who are similar to you and complement you. His gifts are essential to meet God, or however you imagine him in your everyday life, and open and intimate words with him. So basically, someone who's going to help you with talking, working with God, as in seeing them in other people. At least that's how I interpret that, as understanding that all of us are divine in some way, and being able to recognize that in other people, and seeking out friendships that mirror what we need, or what we want, what we're seeking. So I'm going to quiet down a little bit now and try to bring him in to me. So if anyone, I can't really see anything unless I can't see who's here. I can just see the questions or comments. So if anyone wants to type questions in the meantime, the first one was from my son Lucius, so I will answer that one, or have him answer that one. So Raguel Lucius's question was, why are dreams so long? Dreams are long because they feel long. Your life feels long right now because you're young. In the blink of an eye, it'll be gone. Your life feels brief to us. And to your older parents, it goes too quickly. As you mature, as you age, you'll see the difference between dreaming and living. Now it's all one, because everything is open to you. You yourself are open. You were meant to live your life open, so those aspects will not close as much as you mature, as they will with other people, other children your age, who will grow old and who will see less and experience less than you will. Worry not about the length, worry about what is in the dream. Listen to it, recognize what and who speaks to you through it. You have the power to manifest those dreams in reality. And some of you are born with that ability, and some of you have to work to create it. And you are one of the ones who was born with it. Thank you. So I don't see any other questions right now. So I'll let Raguel, if there's any overarching message or anything you wanted to share, just in general for anyone who sees this. Following along the same lines of dreams and lifetimes and how quick life is versus to how it feels. Many of you feel like you've lost years of your life recently, that you've lost opportunities, that you've lost moments with family, moments with people who aren't here anymore in the way that you're here. Those connections are still strong. Those connections are still valid. Instead of worrying about what you've lost or how long this drags itself on, or how long it takes for your authorities to recognize when something has shifted and changed from urgent to manageable. Think of what you're going to do with the rest of this time. Take stock of what you've learned from this. Where to go next. You've come out with half of a game plan. And you have this window that you can use to figure out the other half. The next time this happens, it'll be faster and it'll be harder. And more of you will move to that other side. And there's no way for any of you to know which one of you will come out that other side or still be here. So enjoy this, whatever it looks like to you, wherever you are at. Enjoy these moments and try to come to where you're going to go next. And then begin that movement. Thank you, Raguel. So I guess I'll think of something I can ask. So I felt kind of, he's an archangel of friendship, so I'll ask. I have some friendships in my life, not very close ones. I wouldn't consider them close. And sometimes I wonder about, should I let these people close or should I not? It's very difficult for me to trust people in my personal life. And then when I do trust somebody, I'm also usually very, very close to them. And my friendships on my end, I'm very loyal. So if I am close to someone and then that friendship ends, there's usually a very good reason, and there's no coming back from that, or very little opportunity to come back from that. But I do have some people in my life I like to get closer to. Some people in my life I'm not sure why I'm friends with them. And I also just feel like I don't have enough friends. I've always been more introverted and more shy, so and I don't live in the area that I grew up in. And I do often miss my friends from where I grew up. So I guess my question would be, should I get closer to these people, or to some of them? Is there anything I should be learning from these relationships? You personally learn through your experiences with all relationships, friendships and romances most of all, but also family. Though those lessons are usually longer and more drawn out for you because you're stubborn. You don't really listen to your family because you think they don't listen to you. Every connection you make is an opportunity to do what you always ask, of your guides every time you sit and you pray, which is, make me a clean vessel for your service. Let me love all those who you love, if only for your sake, and let me recognize God in myself and in others. It's easy to love people when they're kind to you, and it's easy to trust people when they're kind to you. It's harder to do that when they're not, or when you don't think they're being kind. So how close you get to people is always your choice. But what would really happen if you got closer and they did? You didn't like them as much. They hurt you or you hurt them. Are the negative outcomes of that worse than the positives of learning to trust a little more, learning to love a little more, and connect more freely, to let go of this fear that you're on the other side of something else that's always between you and other people, but really isn't. You put it there, and no one else sees it but you, and no one else is hindered by it but you. And when are you going to be willing to put that down? I think you'd be surprised to see yourself how other people see you. Surprised and heartened. Thank you. Archangel Raguel. So So no one else seems to have any other questions. Well, Ezra, it was good. Thanks for coming on, and Kayla Marielle, thank you. I hope that the answers and messages that came out, they're still received, that they help other people, that they resonate with other people. A lot of times messages, even if they're a specific answer to a specific person, there's parts of it that resonate with others too. These messages aren't necessarily meant just for me or for Lucius or for everyone, but like for anyone who watches this. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.